Good morning and welcome to this tutorial on how to add the values 0 and 1. Specifically on if you've modeled something that is unsuitable, how do I ensure that I can still calculate the fields to be suitable? For this I've created an example similar to the other example that I used. So I've used a soil map which I've clipped to the research area. I've selected water. I've created a buffer of 250 meters around the water, which I dissolved, then clipped back to the research area to make sure that none of the buffers extend beyond the research area. Then I've added the field, water suitability, and then I've calculated saying this is considered suitable, unioned, and if I look at my final result, look at this attribute table, we see that everything outside of the water is considered unsuitable, but everything within the water is considered suitable. So here's the question. What if I want to flip this? What if I want to make sure that actually everything outside of the buffer is suitable and everything within the buffer is unsuitable? Which would actually make more sense in this case. The difference is one tool, and that's all it takes. And the tool's called erase. So with the erase tool, basically what we can do is we've determined that we've made a selection of water, we've buffered it, we've dissolved it, and we've clipped it. So at this stage, this item right here, if we look at what this is just the buffer, nothing else. There's no value added to it. This is, well, there is now because this is always linked to the final product. But this is just a buffer. Okay, I'm just going to hide this field. This is what it would look like. Now, with the erase tool, what I can do is I can remove this from the research area. So with the erase tool, what I can do is I can ensure that I have just the green part left, rather than, in this case, the red or pink part. Okay, so let's see how that works. I've added the erase tool, yeah, and I'm going to have this as my erase feature and use this as my input feature. So the research area becomes my input feature, and the buffer in this case becomes my erase feature. Let's run that and let's see what it looks like. So I've added this, and as you can tell, the feature that is now left is just the area outside of the buffer. Alright, so now the tool and the model will run exactly as it did before. We can add a field, which we've already done. Might tell me, no, won't. We can calculate this field to be 1, and we can union it with the research area. We look at the final product now. Just to display, we'll see that the buffer, which is selected now, is now 0, sorry, and everything beyond that buffer is now considered 1. Okay, so that is how you flip your suitability scores. And all you need for that is the erase tool. So this is the only tool that you need to do so. If we were to sort of clean this up a little bit, this is what your workflow would look like. Clip, select your buffer, you dissolve, which you then clip to the research area so that your buffer doesn't extend beyond the research area. Then you decide, okay, the thing that I've just modeled is considered unsuitable, and we're going to remove that from the rest of the research area so that the only thing that is left in the research area is considered suitable. We add a field of suitability, we calculate it to be 1, aka suitable, and then we union with the research area so that it fills in the thing that we just erased to be 0 and therefore unsuitable. Right, quick tutorial. If you have any questions about this, make sure to pop into the Discord channel. You'll find the link in your email. If you have questions that you do not want to ask in a public channel, you can always contact us by email, or you can you can have a look at the YouTube channel for other tutorials, etc. Best of luck, and we'll see you out there.